Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good evening, I'm Jen Ah. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7. In Top Stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahan.org. We're learning more about the deadly crash involving Raiders wide receiver Henry Ruggs. Police saying he showed signs of impairment. The football player's Corvette reportedly crashed into a Toyota about 5 miles west of the Las Vegas Strip overnight near Rainbow Boulevard and South Spring Valley Parkway. A woman was found dead inside the Toyota.
I heard a loud noise, like a boom.
Yeah.
When I came down here, it was like big mess on the street, like parts all over the place, everything. So I go back to my backyard. I hear like helicopter coming, police, everything loud noise.
22-year-old Ruggs and a female passenger inside his Corvette were reportedly hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. After leaving the hospital, Ruggs was booked into jail facing charges of DUI, resulting in death and reckless driving. So many are probably wondering, how are the Raiders responding? Within the past year, the team has already lost 3 front office executives, its president and head coach, and is now dealing with this situation. Let's go to Review Journal's Cassie Soto for more. Cassie?
That's right, Jen. This news follows the sudden resignation of John Gruden less than a month ago in response to his controversial emails. In this latest incident, the Raiders released a statement following the news of the crash. Here's what the team said, quote, "The Raiders are aware of an accident involving Henry Ruggs III that occurred this morning in Las Vegas. We are devastated by the loss of life, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the victim's family. We are in the process of gathering information and will have no further comment at this time."
Obviously, a devastating day for the Raiders and Henry Ruggs. There's no condoning what he did, but just a really a sickening situation, as we all know, goes without saying. Next up for Henry Ruggs is the court proceedings. From what we understand, he'll be making a court appearance on Wednesday. For the Raiders, they have to digest this from a human standpoint, but then also a practical football standpoint. They got to figure out a way to replace one of their bright young weapons, and in a hurry. They've got a game coming up against the New York Giants. Keep an eye on Deshaun Jackson. The Rams released him on Tuesday. He'll officially go on Wednesday's waiver wires, and then that process will conclude on Thursday one way or another. I know that the Raiders, from what I understand, have an interest. We'll see if they claim him or if he goes unclaimed, if he becomes a Raider sometime on Thursday as a free agent.
The Raiders are scheduled to have a press conference tomorrow afternoon. We will have more for you in tomorrow's episode of Vegas Nation Blitz. You can find that at vegasnation.com. Jen?
Now to your weather, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 hour's here for you. A controlled flood that replenishes beaches within the Grand Canyon will not happen this year. That's as officials grapple with the 2-decade drought at the Colorado River. Meanwhile, some critics say the controlled flood was canceled because of politics and revenue. As for tonight's forecast, temps should taper off into the 60s in a few hours, then 50s overnight. As for your Wednesday, another sunny day with partly cloudy skies, highs of 82 and low of 55 degrees. On Thursday, we should be seeing blue skies with similar temps. Highs should stick to the 80s until Sunday. In Business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, bank on accountability. Like a kid in a candy store for those who love fixing up their cars. The Specialty Equipment Market Association returns to Vegas. By far the largest convention and trade show Las Vegas has hosted since pre-pandemic times, bringing in 100,000 industry professionals. You can see not only cars, but accessories, parts, and other gadgets at the convention center now through Friday. And maybe 4th time's a charm? After 3 cancellations, the National Association of Broadcasters announces plans to return to Las Vegas in April. NAB usually brings 90 to 100,000 broadcast professionals to the Las Vegas Convention Center and Westgate. In Health, sponsored by 4M Dental, love your smile again. A day after moving from high to substantial in the CDC's transmission risk categories, Clark County went back to the high transmission category. That's because of an increase in the 7-day moving average of new cases. To end the mandate, a county has to be in the low transmission category for 2 weeks in a row. And a new policy for UNLV basketball. Those attending Running Rebels games at the Thomas and Mack Center need to show proof of COVID vaccination, and fans will not be required to wear face masks. The policy goes into effect on November 10th on UNLV's season opener against Gardner-Webb.
Sports, sponsored by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. The NFL trade deadline has passed and the Raiders did not make any moves. However, there have been a few notable trades for their division rivals. The Denver Broncos traded linebacker Von Miller to the Los Angeles Rams for 2 draft picks. And the Kansas City Chiefs are sending a 6th-round draft pick to the Pittsburgh Steelers for edge rusher Melvin Ingram. The Silver and Black are familiar with Ingram, who played 9 seasons with the Chargers before signing to the Steelers on a 1-year deal. Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. Michigan State running back Kenneth Walker is now the 3rd choice to win the Heisman Trophy at plus 465 at Circa Sports after rushing for 197 yards and 5 touchdowns in Saturday's win over rival Michigan. Alabama quarterback Bryce Young is still the favorite at plus 210, followed by Ohio State quarterback C.J. Stroud at plus 450. Behind Walker are Mississippi quarterback Matt Corral at 5-1 and Oklahoma quarterback Caleb Williams at 7-1.
In entertainment, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. Could Michael Bublé get a Las Vegas residency? Review Journal's John Katzlamidis tells us more.
Michael Bublé has long been at the top of the list of potential Las Vegas Strip headliners. That talk has intensified over the past several days when it's been reported that Bublé has been in talks with AEG Presents and Resorts World Las Vegas to perform in the theater at the hotel. No paperwork has been signed, so this is still unconfirmed. It's a great idea, however, and if he does ever put pen to paper, he will likely take over the dates left open by Celine Dion, who had to postpone her run at Resorts World because of health reasons.
In lifestyle news, a look at Southern Nevada Home Builders Association's Custom Home of the Year. This unfinished Spanish Hills mansion is called the Flying Sunset. It won 2 Silver Nugget Awards, also known for its design and architecture. The value, $18 million. Thank you for watching 7 at 7. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here for more 7 at 7 tomorrow.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.